What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having another glorious, beautiful, marvelous, wonderful day. We're back here for another adventure. It's been a while. Went away to spring training. Saw my little video of the coolest beer vendor ever. It's a short or not a short, I don't remember. So I was sitting here and I was looking at roof racks. Right, I was looking at roof racks. Cause I'm doing Uber now, so I'm looking at roof racks to transport bikes and or snowboards, maybe even that. So I rented a Kia Soul. 2024 Kia Soul doesn't have a whatever on top, but I can to the doors, I don't know, whatever. So anyway, and then I thought, make an app for mobile rides based on mileage, and this is what it came up with. So I thought, I'm gonna do some ChatGPT stuff, and then this is where we're at, right? So this is where I started ChatGPT. Can you make me a mobile app for ride share? Pricing based on mileage. Since you can guide me through the process. Also set and design a mobile app for rideshare. However, it cannot physically build the app for you. Then I started reading. Define the requirements. Start by defining the features you want in the app. This can include your registration, ride booking, driver registration, real-time tracking, payment integration, processing based on mileage. And then all of a sudden I got sidetracked and I was like, what are the ride sharing laws in Colorado? Then of course it didn't give me specific stuff to Colorado, but it told me that I can go. And I was like, yo, can you talk? And it said, no, I can type though. And then right about here, I said, can you draw? And it says, no, I'm this language. You have to get an AI. So I thought to myself, well, what happens if I go get an AI generator? So I did. And what do we type in? Spiritual return of Christ. So this one right here is Christ's return, the rapture as described in the Holy Bible. I thought, wow, that is amazing. Sure. So then I went back over here and I started looking at the return of Christ as described in the Bible. Oh, then my mind just started going crazy. I mean, we was all over the place. Watch this. The return of Jesus, the return of Christ, also known as the second coming, is a significant event described in the Bible, particularly in the New Testament. While the exact details and interpretations vary among Christian denominations, here is a general overview based on biblical passages. Anticipation and signs. Before his return, there are believed to be signs and events that signal the nearing of the second coming. These signs include wars, natural disasters, the rise of false prophets, and an increase in lawlessness. According to Christian belief, these signs are described in various passages, including Mark 24, Matthew 24, Mark 13, and Luke 21. Got ahead of myself reading a minute. Slow down. According to Christian theology, Jesus Christ will return in glory, accompanied by angels to judge the living about that? I mean, because there's a lot going on right here, right? Like there's a lot going on. Like, let's just be for real. There's a lot going on, okay? Because if you're talking the physical, which they are trying to make this whole thing physical, but it's not. It's a spiritual battle. It's always been a spiritual battle. It will always be a spiritual battle. That's just God. We try to make it physical, but we let them win. Physical. That's the devil taking over, right? At the second coming, Christ is believed to judge all humanity. This judgment includes separating the righteous from the unrighteous and rewarding each person according to their deeds. The rights are granted eternal life while the unrighteous face condemnation. Can you write me a book of everything? Because this is what I did, right? I wrote this book, Everything Jesus Said. That's called The Voice of Jesus. I got a copy in this book. So as I was saying, can you write me a book with everything Jesus said? Which is what I did. This is my book. Everything Jesus said. There's the, I don't know whatever you call that number. Can you read it? No. That's what it is. Everything Jesus said in the Bible. I hand wrote it a couple of times. So I was reading the Bible and it told me to write the voice of Jesus. Hence the name, the voice of Jesus. I had to go through it. I had to go through and find everything he said. And it wasn't until after I got done with the book that I was writing out of, which was called The Book, that I realized that almost every Bible is copyrighted. The only Bible that isn't copyrighted is the old King James Version. The original 1600 print. So that's the language here, is the old King James language. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray deep to the Father, which is in secret. Thy Father, which seeth in secret, shall reward thee openly. I don't know, I'd like to go through this book. This has been a learning experience to me. This has been probably the greatest thing that ever happened in my life. And I've had some pretty great things happen in my life, I cannot tell a lie. So, it told me right here, while I can't provide the entire book, said verbatim due to copyright restrictions, I can provide you the condensed collection, some of the most well-known and impactful sayings. Right? Then I told him, because, well, I already know, because I already did the research, the old King James Bible is not copyrighted. And then ChatGPT told me, you're correct. Public domain due to its age. As such, I can provide excerpts from the King James Bible without the influence of copyright. But it wouldn't write the whole book. It only wrote me excerptions. I kept trying and kept trying and kept trying. See, it just would skip. Skipped a whole bunch of the Sermon on the Mount.
Did you
I don't
know
know,
that
I
you could
needed
get
some
paid
music in the
$800 a
background,
week
guys.
or more
So I
just for
chose
reading
this
scripts into your phone
no
for at least
copyright sounds from gaming music. Shout out to gaming music for having some non-copyrighted stuff on this channel. So, alright, let's keep going. Hold on. I'm gonna get off track here. We're just gonna do some ChatGPT stuff here today. So we got to that, and I said, write me a paper about what Jesus said in Matthew. And then, of course, I didn't think I wrote a paper, so it wrote me a paper about what Jesus said. The Gospel of Matthew, one of the four canonical Gospels in the New Testament presents a rich collection of teachings and sayings attributed to Jesus Christ. Written primarily for the Jewish audience, which is interesting because they don't even believe that Christ is king yet. Matthew emphasizes Jesus as the fulfillment of Old Testament prophecies and the promised Messiah. Greatest commandment. Jesus responds with a concise summary of the essence of God's plan. He declares, "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy soul, and all thy mind, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself." This dual commandment encapsulates the entirety of the law and the prophets, emphasizing the centrality of love in the life of the believer. So this is a big deal right here, right? It says, "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind." We're gonna get into this, but hold on, let's just slow down. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So, you have to ask yourself, and you really do have to ask yourself, if somebody's treating you bad, is that a reflection of them or a reflection of you? Could be both, I guess, if you really think about it, because if everybody loved themselves first, if you love yourself first, then you will love everything else. You may not like some things. I'm not gonna say you ain't gonna like everything, right? Because, but you gotta know good to know bad. You gotta know hate to know love. If you didn't know what bad was, how would you know what good was? So then, right here, right? So then I asked myself, I didn't even get through all this. But it came to me, if the kingdom of heaven is inside every person on earth, how do we unlock it? Then we're getting now we're going deep, right? So the kingdom of heaven comes from the passage of Luke 17:21, where Jesus says, "The kingdom of God is within you, or among you." So either way, it's either in you or among you. If it's in you, then it's in you. If it's among you, it's still here. It's still here. This is it. It can be internal in the hearts and souls of individuals. They try to make us separate from God. Kingdom of heaven. Journey and transformation of the process. Here, I'll see so that. And of course, it's giving you the basics. You can stop and read all that if you want to. Leave it up for a second. But here we go. Unlocking the kingdom of heaven within is ultimately a lifelong journey of spiritual growth. Unlocking the kingdom of
Every month,
But
this
Jesus,
Airbnb
it didn't
pays me
take Jesus
insanely
his
passive
whole
income.
life. He
Now,
had to
here's the
give
thing.
up his
I
life
don't
at an
own
early
it, and I
age,
don't pay
which
any
is a
rent.
whole
It
nother
doesn't
story that
even
we'll
matter
can
where
get
you
into
live,
later
even
on.
if
But
you're
for
in a
now, we're
boring
going
little
to stick to
town
this.
where
I'm going to
almost
try
no
to
one
stick to
travels
this as
to.
best as I can.
And if
but
you think I'm in
just
here
know that
every
this
single
is
day, changing
leading me
sheets,
on a whole
cleaning up
nother
after
path.
people, and messaging people on the
Go
app.
back to the music again. What was the original text where Jesus says the kingdom of heaven is within you? So now I wanted to know what, right? Because it said right here, what did it say? Depending on the translation. So when it said depending on the translation, my mind would jump to, wait a minute. But the original kingdom of heaven is within you, so neither shall they say, lo here, oh, lo there. For behold, the kingdom of God is within you. Within you is translated to in your midst or among you. Let me turn the various ways. So, this, whatever this is in Greek, meant a lot of different things. So, you can interpret that however you want to. But nonetheless, it means that it's here now. So then we jump down, God is man, right? Because now I'm thinking, okay, God made man in his image. This is all coming from Genesis. And if we're made in his image, all we really have is his image is creation of the world by speaking. So we're made in his image. God is man. Interpreted various ways depending on theological perspectives and belief. In Christianity, for example, we believe God is man can refer to a reincarnation of God in the person of Jesus Christ. According to Christian doctrine, Jesus is believed to be both fully God and fully man, a concept known as hypostatic union. So there again, I just feel like they're trying to separate us. They're trying to make us different. They don't want you to know that who you are. That's why they killed him. That's why they're going after Trump. They don't want you to get the balls to stand up for yourself. Like just even trying to put this video out is probably going to be, or this whole series of videos. I'll go through this whole book. I'll teach you who you are. You want to know who you are? I'll teach you who you are. And right here, we are all God. The belief that we are all God is concept found and buried. Now this right here is really kind of intrigued my mind. It's kind of where I stopped and like, you know what? I'm going to make a video about this. And this right here is some good stuff. Found in various spiritual and philosophical traditions. Through interpretations, though interpretations can vary widely, here's a broad overview of how this concept is understood in different contexts. Now these are some, I don't know, never heard of these names. I could probably Google them and Google would tell me how to say it. But we're going with ChatGPT. Pantheism. In pantheistic beliefs, God is equated with the universe or nature itself. In this view, everything that exists is an expression of the divine, and there is no distinction between God and the world. Therefore, humans, along with all other beings and phenomena, are considered manifestations of the divine. So, in this belief, God is equated to the universe or nature itself. Everything that exists, everything is God. That's what that means. Everything is God. There is no distinction between God and the world. So there you go. God is the world. We can get into the chakras and the planets. Those line up. I don't know. This is crazy. Okay, then we had pantheism. Now we have panentheism. Panentheism similarly holds that God is immanent in the universe, but it also posits that God transcends the universe. God is both present within everything and also extends beyond it. Okay, so in this view, God is both present within everything. Oh, well, that makes perfect sense, right? Because he is everything. So if he is everything, he's beyond everything also. Humans are seen as part of the divine, but not identical to God. We were made as His image. Does that mean we're identical? I don't know about that one. I have to come back. We'll circle back around to that one. Monism. Monistic philosophies propose that there is ultimately only one underlying reality, of which everything is an expression. Everything is an expression. In some interpretations of monoism, this ultimate reality is equated with God or the divine. Therefore, all beings, including humans, are seen as manifestations or aspects of this singular divine reality. Mono means one, so I'm going to guess that means one. There is only one, and that one is all things. But it's not only human, it's everything else too. So it's kind of like, I mean, this says God is present within everything, and it also extends beyond it. This is all things are seen as manifestations of that one. Why can't they both be right? New Age. Now this is right here. In certain New Age or spiritual movements, there's a belief in the inherent divinity of all individuals. Boom. This perspective suggests that every person possesses a divine essence or spark, and through self-realization or spiritual growth, individuals can awaken to their true nature as divine beings. Yeah, okay. This perspective suggests that every person possesses a divine essence or spark, and through self-realization or spiritual growth, individuals can awaken to their true nature as divine beings. Okay, so let's check this out. Let's try this. Alright, we're gonna get to this in a minute. Not too much longer, because let's see. If man was created in the image of God, what is that image? Oh, now let's see. The concept that humanity was created in the image of God. Oh, let's check that out. Let's see. Let's go to created in the image of God. Okay, watch this. Alright, so that's going to take some time. We'll come back to that here in a minute. This is an amazing photo, though. I cannot tell a lie. Okay. Concept that humanity created in the image of God is a central belief in many religious traditions, particularly Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. So even in Islam, they say that man is made in the image of God. Oh, that's a whole nother question. While interpretations of what it means to be created in the image of God vary, there are several common understandings. 1 interpretation is that being created in the image of God means that humans possess intellectual and rational faculty that reflects God's own intellect and wisdom. This includes the ability to think, reason, create, and make moral judgments, moral and spiritual attributes.
Switch to Shopify and sell smarter at every stage of your business.
Get out of here with that mess.
Take full control.
Relationship and dominion. See, but this right here got me right off the bat. Image of God in Islam. Oh my goodness. Okay. So. Okay, hold on. So that. Hold on. What?
Let's have a bit of
How
fun till I
was
downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now.
capital Q. Sorry, I didn't mean that. It should have been. Okay. In the Quran, the holy book of Islam, the creation of the earth is described in several passages. Creation from nothing. Quran teaches that God created the heavens and the earth from nothing.
You say you wanna try, but you never do.
Allah created the
Sugar,
heavens
there's
and the
a
earth in 6
reason
days.
why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Now let's stabilize Adam, the first human. Okay, so let's see what it says about Adam, the first human. The Quranic narrative of creation accumulates in the creation of Adam, the first human. Allah fashioned Adam from clay, breathed his spirit into him, endowing him with life. Throughout the Quran, the creation of earth and humanity is portrayed as part of Allah's divine plan. The earth is described as a place of testing and trial for humanity. When humans are given free will to choose between righteous and disobedience.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try,
What is the meaning of Jesus'
but
first
you
name?
never do. Sugar, there's a reason
Oh, you know what?
why we
What?
lose.
Go back to the first version. Incarnation. The first coming of Jesus, often referred to as the incarnation, marks the moment when the Son of God took on human flesh and entered into the world as a human being. He demonstrates God's profound love and his desire to dwell in redemption and salvation. Revelation of God's kingdom. Jesus' ministry on earth inaugurated. You know, now I'm curious. Do you know who Alan Watts? Alright, hold on. Let me do all this proper typing. Alright, here we go. Can you interpret spiritual I can offer what? Based on what? I can offer insights based on commonly accepted spiritual meanings. However, it's important to note that spiritual and how this is directly related. Symbolism, allegory, inner wisdom, universal principles, personal reflection, context and tradition, openness and humility. Okay, let's go back to see what my thing here created. Oh, look at this. What is this? So there's one created in the image of God. That's the image of God. very interesting. Okay. Alright. Alright, I don't know how far down we want to go. Let's see. I want to go as deep as we can. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll go as deep as y'all let me go. Hell, I'll just go deep and you can do whatever you want to. Watch it, not watch it. Okay, so let's see. What's the first thing? What's the first thing? Testament, the first recorded words are found in the book of Matthew, right? Because it starts in Matthew 3:15, which is exactly what the first. Of course, I had a pre-thing, I don't know, but it says right here: "Suffer it to be so now, for thus it becometh us to fulfill all righteousness." Oh, it's right there. Can y'all see that?
You can sell this $5 spatula on Amazon and compete with hundreds of other spatula sellers.
Really cool.
Or you can sell digital products on Amazon.
I don't know, I've been watching that. I don't know if y'all ever watched that after school thing. Okay, so the first thing Jesus said is, "Let it be so now, for thus it is fitting for us to fulfill all righteousness." Let it be. Let it be. Okay, Jesus will undergo baptism as part of filling God's plan, demonstrating his commitment to righteousness. It's important to know that this is the first recorded dialogue spoken by Jesus as the Gospels began with the ministry of John the Baptist and the introduction of Jesus into the narrative. Okay. What's the second thing Jesus says in the Bible? Okay, so he says it is so. Let it be so now, for thus it becometh us to fulfill all righteousness. I don't know. Why you laying like a notepad or anything? I don't know. Where's that at? Where do you find it? Let's go here. What is this? Find a notepad. What do you call those? What do you call those? Let it be so now, for thus see, let it be so. So you said let it be so. Oh, alright, hold on, wait. Let's slow down. Hold on, what are you doing, bro? What's the first thing? King Jesus said according to the original text. Let me copy this. Let's paste it. According to the King James Version, KJV. Okay. Suffer to be sold out. Be suffered in. So let me slow down because I don't want you guys to get all ahead of me and stuff. Well, that didn't work. Hesitation to baptize me.
Hand off your taxes to a local expert who's just right for your situation. They'll do it all for you, 100% accurate, with TurboTax Live full service.
All righteousness.
All your favorite brands are now at Petco. You know you got it. And at great low prices. Petco, the health and wellness company.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe,
wait, let's go back to
true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you?
The imagery of God is to create. His purpose. Creation is often understood as the manifestation of God's omnipotence and sovereignty. By speaking the universe into existence, God demonstrates His power and authority over all things, establishing Himself as the ultimate source, person of love and generosity, filled with divine plan and purpose. Vision, relations, revelation of God's nature and attitudes over. So I don't quite get it. Okay, so all right, here we go. So let's compare Genesis 1 to John 1. Okay, here we go. Watch this. Let's see what this says. Because I kind of put all this together one day. It was really, really fascinating. There's some perspective on the creation narrative and the conception of the word love in the Bible. Here's a comparative analysis. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Jesus says, "I am the light." God said, "Let there be light." Jesus says, "I am the light." Okay, so, alright, hold on. Let me not get ahead of myself. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Word. See, they try to say the Word is the Bible, and I get it. That definitely has lots of words in it, right? It's full of words. But they're all the Word. And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. He was with God. So it's already separated. The Word was with God in the beginning. He was also God. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. In him was life. In him, in the Word was life, and that life was the light. So the Word, that which you speak, gotta find my little camera here, that which you speak, that which I speak, that which we think, that which we create in our minds, is the life. That's why Jesus said, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. In him was life. That's why Jesus says, if your light is darkness, oh great, how great that darkness is. Comparison. In the beginning, about the beginning, Genesis. Alright, hold on. In the beginning, both passages begin with a statement about the beginning of creation. Genesis 1:1 describes God's initial act of creation, while John 1:1 speaks of the pre-existence of the Word before creation. Genesis describes God's initial act of creation, pre-existence. So John 1 talks about the thought before the Word. John 1 introduces the concept of the Word, identifying it with God and stating that all things were made through the Word. This emphasizes the creative and divine agency of the Word in the act of creation. Light and life. Both passages mention light as a significant element. In Genesis 1:3, God creates light, while in John 1:4-5, the Word is described as the source of life and light for humanity shining in the darkness. Both passages mention light as a significant element. God creates light. God creates light. The Word is described as a source of life. So the Word, here again, the thought, the Word. Thoughts are words, are they not? I mean, they are, right? Because when you think in words, you don't think in nothing else. Do you? Do you? Do you think another way? Do you have other things that go on besides words? Or you think in words to yourself? While Genesis, God's creative power. While Genesis 1 emphasizes God's spoken word as the means of creation, and God said, John 1 highlights the role of the Word as the creative agent through which all things were made. Creative agent. Creation. God's spoken word as the means of creation. The role of the Word as the creative agent. The Trinity. One I especially mentioned in Genesis 1, the presence of God's Spirit hovering over the water suggests a divine presence. In John 1, the concept of the Word existing with God from the beginning hints at the Trinitarian understanding of God as Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Okay, so watch this. So the first thing God said in the Bible is, let there be light, and there was light. Anybody know what the first thing Jesus said in the book of John was? Alright, you ready for this? Alright, let's type it out. Let's see, we're gonna end on this one. What is the, whoops, that was wrong. What is the first thing? No, not thong. Sorry. What is the first thing?
Native Whole Body Deo dries on contact, so don't bother with those other goofs.
Jesus says in John. What's the first thing Jesus says in John? King James Version.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming,
the first thing God said is what? First thing God said is let there be light. Right? So the first thing God says was let there be light. And the first thing Jesus says is what seek ye?
Fire spreading all around my room.
So God said let there be light. And Jesus said, what do you want? Anybody know what the second thing God said in the Bible was? Anybody know? Raise your hand. We'll pick that up tomorrow. How about that? I like that idea. That sounds pretty good to me. Hey, thanks for watching. Hey, tell me if you like this kind of video. I'll get back at you.
Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee?
Peace.
I live inside my kids screaming